And so, I don't know what, how long it was, 30 days or 60 days, something like that. And when the deferment ran up, I said, Dad, why don't I just go ahead and enlist in the Army and get it over with? And he said, okay. I wanted to join the Navy earlier and he wouldn't let me.
How come?
Well, because he didn't want me, he needed me on the farm. And so anyhow, I enlisted in the Army, and I was, by that time, this was in March, and I was not quite 19. And went overseas and served time in Tokyo, Japan, in Signal Center outfit, and got out not quite 18 months later, because they let us out a month early.
Very good. And that helped you go to college?
Yes, I got GI Bill, and I went through 4 years of college in 3.5 years.
Did that also help you buy a house one day? Did you ever use that?
Helped me buy a house? No, I don't think so.
Because I always hear about GI loans and things like that.
No.
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
That's nice.
Good.
Good. Yeah.
Let's get some of Grandpa's.
Yeah, we're doing a videographer. Our friends, Jessica and Michael, they just got married and they got a videographer. And it is expensive, but she was like, it was the best thing we could have ever done, because she's like, we're so nervous and you really don't even remember who was there and what you said and how things went.
And the what is it, testimonies?
The testimonials.
The
they go around and they'll
testimonials,
get
yeah.
kind of like testimonials from
Those are
family and
cool.
friends, like basically
Aw.
wishing you well and, you know, congrats type things. And they do everything from the getting ready to the reception and
Oh,
get copies of it. And they do kind of a picture slideshow with music, and
cool.
it's pretty neat. We got to watch a couple of them, so well worth it.
Another picture.
Does it take pictures too?
It's rolling.
Nice.
Another picture, should I take?
It's a video camera. Chink.
That one looked good. Good picture. All right.
Is it very good?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I kind of wasn't listening to the start of that. I said this is the longest we've stayed here. What did you say? The longest you... Tell me
I
that
said
story.
the longest that we ever stayed at Grandpa and Grandma Albright's was when Ellis went back to auction school in Mason City, Iowa. And so we had two babies. Susan was not quite 22 months old, and Jane was like 3 months old. And so we drove back to Iowa in February, which is not a very good month to go. And like I said, my folks thought we were out of our tree.
Which you would today, to think that too.
Probably. But we just had the best time. And Dad, tell about your storm story. Then he was going to come down and see us on the first weekend, be there for Sunday. And then what happened?
Blizzard.
Snow blizzard.
Yuck.
Long story short, he didn't make it. He had to turn around and go back.
We left Mason City on Saturday evening to drive home, because it was only about 70 miles. And it was just snowing up a storm. And I got out there and I thought, this is silly. So I just turned around and I headed back for Mason City. I thought I was only out about, well, I didn't know how far out I was. But I was only out about 15 miles, and it took me a half hour or so to get back there.
He couldn't
Because I mean,
see.
it just couldn't see. It was snowing so hard. And never was so happy to see a motel in my life. Saw that, got in there, and I called home, told them I'm not coming down. They waited till morning, and it was beautiful. Got up Sunday morning, and the sun was shining and beautiful. The snow was knee deep to a tall Indian.
Whoa.
And the cars in the parking lot, the hotel were all, they had to scoop them out. I mean, it was a blizzard,
Sounds like Washington DC right now.
yeah. Went down, had no trouble getting
Oh,
there
that's
Sunday
like-
morning.
Thanks.
Meet Grandma.
Yeah.
Do you remember what kind of car you had? Susan was, Jane was 3 months old, so that was 50, she was born in 55, right?
So it was 56. February 56.
I don't remember if it was that green station wagon or
I
not.
don't know. But back in those days, we had a little car seat that the arms went over the seat. So I think Susan was probably in front with us. And the baby basket, we had a basket, and it was on the seat.
Well, you didn't have seatbelts back then, did you?
I spent a lot of time, leaning over the seat on my belly to change diapers and so forth as we went along. And we didn't have disposable diapers
How
either.
did you survive?
Everybody did it. We took our diaper cans with us, our diaper pails, whether we went to the mountains or wherever we went.
Amazing the population wasn't just decimated right
Oh.
then.
No, I remember, I think maybe it was that trip. Susan was standing up, going down the road and meeting the car this way, and then the road turned, well, a junction on the highway. And I was buzzing down the road, and this car turned right square in front of me.
Oh.
And then Susan was standing up between us, the front seat,
You just put your arm back.
and my arm went out, her arm went out. Jane was secure in her basket, and I missed her, but the old lady just pulled right square in front of me. And we were around Boone, Iowa, which was less than 50 miles from home, where we were going. So it could have been a disaster.
Roy Angel was with us that day.
Yeah.
Yeah, aren't you glad you had that outfit just hanging on the hook in the bathroom? It was just ready to go. Often
Yeah.
when we travel, you wear the thing going home that you were going, so it'll work. Just change your undies and you're good to go.
We'll get away in a pretty good time. If we leave by 8, that's 7 our time. Which
Yeah, I think that's-
Which is when we left over there.
And it's about what you've done before. I think it gives you a good start. By then it's getting light. By the time you get packed up, it'll be just about right.
Did you fix the clock?
Yeah.
Oh,
Now, when we go forward then, well, it's got a battery in it. Now, what do I do? Those 3 little screws?
Yeah, it's got 2 batteries in it, 1 for each side.
Okay. Next, take off those 3 little screws, take it off, and do just like any other clock with the battery in the back.
Yeah, it's not
Okay.
complicated.
I'm glad we only have to do
The
that.
thing, I just don't like clocks that don't move. When we go to the Mid-Coast Christian School and I see their school clocks, it just bugs me.
Don't keep them
Well, they don't,
accurate.
there's some kind of system to their clocks, but they don't have the system operating. And so the clocks, the big clocks on the wall just stay the same. Maybe it's because I don't wear a watch and I'm always looking at clocks. I'm always checking out what time it is, even though I don't have a timepiece on my wrist.
It's probably the clock in the gym, because
That's one of them.
the classroom.
Why don't you have a watch?
Because I always bang on them and break them.
They're cheap. They don't cost very much
I
these
don't like
days.
stuff on my wrist either.
Oh,
You should see my cell phone. It's
Your
you
what?
get
my
you.
cell phone. It's on my side. I just knock into it all the time and drop it and bang on it. And,
Just don't run into a post.
And you bang your head too, Dad?
well, I'm always moving
I
fast.
think we need to put you in an old-fashioned armor suit.
Stop. I gotta move quickly.
I'm the same way. Guess you got those
Well, he
jeans for
didn't
me.
get that from me. He must have
That's
gotten
for
that
sure.
from you.
That's what, yes, if I was done with my breakfast. I eat a bowl of cereal and
I noticed that.
bread, a piece of toast, and
You're
I'm
dead.
gone. I gotta go.
So slow down and enjoy it.
Oh, well,
Enjoy the day.
you haven't always been slow, Ellis. Well, you're not a morning person, that's for sure.
Oh, I forgot about that. We got some fruit.
If
haven't
you
we?
want it, I'm really about too full, but I gotta have a few of those apricots.
I was gonna ask you guys some questions. Should I start or wait till after our Bible study? I thought it'd be fun to talk to you together.
Well, maybe better to first.
All right, well, I was wondering, I asked Dad some questions yesterday, but how did you guys meet? Who wants to start?
He should tell his story first, because
Yeah, let's hear both
he
sides.
had a plan.
He had a plan.
Uh-oh.
A boy from Iowa and a girl from Idaho, how did you meet?
My brother Don was a senior already, or, yeah, the year I went back, he was a senior, I was to be a freshman. Then what? Tell him the story, Ellis.
Back there at college,
Your freshman year.
when guys and gals got together, if they got, that was it. You,
Not always.
didn't go out with somebody else. You're not supposed to. And I had a girlfriend for the first 6 months. And then I didn't like her and had another one the next 6 months. Having problems. They didn't like me and I didn't like them. And Kenny Jarbo, a friend of mine,
From
said,
Iowa,
hey, and he was from Iowa and I knew him before college.
church camp and everything.
And he says, you wait till next year. He said, Don Kime has a sister coming down here that I think you'll go for. I don't know what all he said, but he bragged her up. And so I told Miriam that I knew that I was going to marry her before I ever met her.
Mary,
Yeah.
you could go with me, but you didn't know.
Oh, he had you bragged up like you can't believe.
Funny.
So,
Because, why? What was the reason?
why?
Because he married a girl from Nampa, Idaho, and so he had come from Iowa out to Nampa to marry Irene Richards.
Had he seen you?
He had,
So
but
you knew.
not Ellis.
No, but this Jarvis guy.
Jarbo.
Wait till you see this lady.
Jarbo.
Wait to see this gal, Miriam Albright.
I was there at their
Miriam
wedding.
Yeah.
Miriam Kime.
I lost where I was where I was going.
No, you said you knew that you were going to marry her before she even got there. Her mom says, Mary.
It took 3 years. He convinced me.
So, he hadn't met her yet, and you knew you were going to marry her.
Yep.
And what happened?
Well, we had a watermelon feed back there at McPherson,
It's a get acquainted thing when you go to
College.
school. They have a
and that was the first time I'd seen her. And I don't remember from then on.
It was a pursuit. But I went with other fellas too. You wasn't the only one I went with.
You hadn't heard about him before you went?
No. I know, I used to be enamored with NNC, Northwest Nazarene College here in Nampa, and I knew people that went there, but my dad said, oh, when you get back to McPherson, you'll think that's a good college too. And it still is quite a small school, and it always has been, but it has a family feel to it because it is small, and people who are there knew your parents, and, you know.
So you guys met at a watermelon social?
Watermelon feed, huh?
And then, what about your dating and stuff? Did you go out?
Oh, we started going out.
Did you, were you officially dating? I mean, what's the deal? Don't remember?
I was, I don't know about her. Brother Ken,
He went back there one semester, and he said, all those girls are pigs. He came home, he didn't like it. He came home and stayed out half a year and lived at home. Then he went to the College of Idaho, which was nearby Nampa in Caldwell. And so consequently, he and I graduated the same year.
Well, how did you propose?
Well, what kind of dates did they have?
what?
What kind of dates?
Mostly college affairs, and
Yeah,
we went to
going-
movies. Mostly
and
movies.
Football,
Oh, lots of sports.
basketball,
Yeah.
Could you go to dances?
no, we didn't have dances.
No dances.
Well, but we had a few.
No dances, that was taboo, and at McPherson at that
But didn't
time.
we have something at Warren Hotel, and at least we were dressed up. Maybe that was the year I was homecoming queen. I was a junior. No, we had a banquet there. Maybe we didn't dance, but no, we didn't really dance, I guess. And that was something, because I always loved to dance.
So how did you propose?
Ellis, you remember those
I don't
things. Well,
remember how it proposed.
I don't know about the proposal, but remember we went downtown in the evening to the jewelry store because he lived in the
It's just one
basement.
of those things that
He lived,
the longer it went on, the more natural it seemed, I guess.
well, but we went down to that
Well,
jewelry
yes,
store.
we went down there a lot of times.
And I got my diamond engagement ring on the 14th of December.
So you don't remember, you don't remember specifically saying, will you marry me? You just knew that was gonna happen?
It just evolved, I
It
guess.
just happened?
It evolved over a period of 3 years. And we said, let's see, I guess we didn't sing in the church choir until after we were married, but
How long did you date then? I mean, how long?
over the
Well,
freshman,
3
sophomore,
years.
junior year.
Took
Wow.
3 years to
And
catch
then,
her.
and then the December of my junior year, we were engaged. That year I got to come home, I think, for Christmas, which was unusual.
Is that when you told your folks? Remember? Breaking the news to them or anything?
I don't remember.
Do you remember, Dad, breaking the news to your folks?
About
Getting married? I mean, there had to be at some
Well,
point when
but
you said, we're getting married.
We